American manufacturing has been in some dire need of some redesigning in recent decades, as many once booming industrial regions like the Rust Belt have lost factories and jobs. Some, however, are still with us, but now face an unforeseen problem: how to train and replace retiring skilled electricians and mechanics with a new generation of skilled workers, as you'll see in our final feature from Cleveland, Ohio.
Like many Midwestern cities, Cleveland was built on a foundation of manufacturing. Steel mills have been on the banks of the Cuyahoga River since the turn of the century. Today, Cleveland's largest steel mill is operated by ArcelorMittal, which continues to employ thousands in the area.
ArcelorMittal, back in late 2007, was faced with a huge problem. They were worried that the number of skilled craftspeople, electrical or mechanical, who were eligible to retire were going to leave in the next 5 years, and we didn't have the backfill to be prepared for that attrition.
Well, I am 61 years old, and yes, retirement has come into mind, and a lot of my co-workers are of the same age. We're all in that same category.
We are projecting at ArcelorMittal to lose over 200 electricians and mechanics per year for the next 5 years. So when we lose 200 people, it's imperative that we find, either within our current workforce, people who want to become mechanics or electricians, or we go outside the workforce.
So ArcelorMittal reached out to community colleges near their 5 Midwestern plants to create a program, combining an in-class curriculum with an on-the-job internship that trains locals to become steelworkers for the future.
The overall objective of Steelworker for the Future is to grow students who have an interest in mechanical, hands-on type work to enter U.S. manufacturing and basically fill our needs.
Originally, I wanted to be an engineer, and when I started doing more research and taking engineering classes, I realized that the majority of engineers actually are doing designing. They don't actually get to work too much with their hands, and I'm the kind of person, I want to do the work with my hands. I want to be a part of what I'm doing. I don't want to just design it and hand it off to someone else.
After hearing about the Steelworker for the Future program through a friend, 18-year-old Keihen enrolled through Cuyahoga Community College in Cleveland. She's now training to become an electrician.
Oh.
In high school, many students are pushed towards a 4-year degree to become engineers and doctors and lawyers, and the whole need for U.S. manufacturers to have electricians and mechanics has kind of been lost.
You go into high school and everyone's talking to you about, well, you got to go to college to be successful, and you have to go to a 4-year university. You'll be nothing without a bachelor's degree. It really puts so much pressure on your shoulders to do well at everything you do, and in high school that was a really hard thing to deal with, connecting all of the lights together.
Hard to deal with because Keihen faced a host of other obstacles outside the classroom.
I had a mother who was very sick. She was diagnosed with cancer when I was 7 years old. I had a biological father who wasn't in my life, so my brother and I really had to take care of our mom. She was on disability, so we were really on the low end of poverty, and it makes you scared. You know, what's going to happen in the future? What about when I'm done with high school? And I think that's some of the questions a lot of people have. And the Steelworkers of the Future program really opened up my eyes to a way of going to school where you are going to have a job at the end of the program. It's partnered with community colleges so that you can actually afford your education. You don't have to take out loans or have this huge debt sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah, we can take a look at the brushes here.
One of the most important aspects of Steelworker for the Future is the internship and the ability for the students to actually go out onto the shop floor and be paired up with a mentor, one of our steelworkers who has years of knowledge and expertise to download to these students.
The motor has a history of lasting 5 years before it starts. Well, they would change it right before that.
Okay.
I've been down here for 41 years. 38 years as an electrician. Done a lot, seen a lot. Because he said the flames were shooting up and something different happens every single day.
My first mentor was John Pulowski. He explained to me step by step what he was doing and why he was doing it, which was an amazing experience to really get to take what I'm learning in school and apply it to a real career. This is how I'm going to be using what I'm learning in school.
This way I can share my experiences with the new generation. You feel kind of proud that you could actually, what you've learned in the past, share it to somebody that's younger and coming into the field.
I did my first internship this summer, and I met so many people down here, and now as I've returned to school, I drive past ArcelorMittal every day, and every day I wish I could be coming back to work here. So just hold it down, turn it on, and then let it go.
Now back at Cuyahoga Community College, Keihen's even closer to her wish.
Currently, I am about to enter my first day of my last semester in the Steelworker for the Future program. And this is going to be my final semester before I get my associate's degree. I've been working in customer service, everything from retail to the restaurant business, ever since high school. So it's exciting to be looking at a real career where I'm working one full-time job. I'm very excited to start at ArcelorMittal.
Finding a career you love. We talked earlier about how important that was for all of us.